Hello and welcome to today's EMBN Show. We are joined by our resident e-mountain bike alpinist, Rich Payne. Or I guess you wouldn't be resident because you spend all your time in the mountains, don't you?
Resident to the mountains, maybe.
On today's show, we've got news of some new e-mountain bikes and...
Yes, Steve, there is the rumblings that there is an e-bike giveaway, mate.
a monumental one.
Ooh.
Right, well, kicking things off, we've got news of a new Saracen E Ariel, 150, 160mm travel, 29, 27.5, all with the option of going to MX and 29. I think we use the word MX on the EMBN.
Mixed wheel?
Rather than mullet. I think it's a nicer word.
Mullet.
Okay.
Mullet.
You're in one of those moods. Rich, the great thing about Saracen's bikes, I mean, they came out with the mountain bike Ariel, I think, crikey, what was it, 15 years ago?
Way over 10 years
possibly.
ago, yeah.
But, you know, they've really captured people's imagination. They've also developed some very good bikes that win races. I mean, Matt Walker won the World Cup Down Series on one.
Yeah, I think, do you know what, with Saracen, I feel like they are a bit unsung. I think they fly under the radar because they have won World Cups, they've won World Championships, they've won World Cup overalls. Their trail, their aerial bike has been around for a long time now, various iterations throughout the years. But yet, if you say Saracen, you're like, oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah, and I guess Saracen was around in the 90s as well, but we won't go into that.
God, no.
But I think one of the cool things about the Saracen Ariel bike, folks, is the sizing. I mean, there's a great range of sizing, but also 525mm for a size XL in the reach.
That's about right.
Pretty good,
it's
isn't
pretty
it?
Long. It's getting quite long, but I think that seems to be about the number for this day and age.
But what's cool with the bike is they've matched a long front centre with a reasonably long rear centre, the chainstay, 465mm I think on the chainstay. A big hitting bike when it comes to the Elite version. It's got a 38 fork on it.
I was just going to say that. I think would
that be your choice?
Yeah, it would be definitely on an e-bike, a 38 for sure, and I love a coil as well.
Nice. Now, moving on to that monumental giveaway e-mountain bike, which Rich mentioned earlier. Specialized are actually, it's a prize, it's a raffle, it's a draw. Actually, I don't know what it is.
It's all of the above.
It's all of the above, and you need to enter it to win yourselves a very special limited edition soil searching Levo. Now, soil
searching?
Sorry, I haven't had a coffee yet today. Soil searching is a specialised trail advocacy program.
It is, yes.
Now, this is whereby they give the trail builders, a bike. The unsung heroes of the sport, if you will be.
I like it.
I mean, specialised. Where's my soil searching lever? I've been building trails for 30 years. Rich, I'm sure you have as well.
Yeah, I've laid my hands on a shovel now and again as well. I mean, I wouldn't say no. Definitely not. I think it's a great opportunity to give back to those that often get overlooked.
Yeah, get their hands dirty.
For sure. They make the trails we ride a lot of the time.
Rich, the name of this bike, I'm going to have to put my glasses on.
Go on, because I was hoping you would pronounce this, not me.
The name of the bike is a Yamamoribito, the Japanese term for mountain guardian. It features the specialised soil searching logo to show the importance of trail building whilst following sustainable building practices.
I like it.
In terms of the spec on this bike...
Heck of a spec.
RockShox Zeb Select Plus fork, Super Deluxe Select Plus shocks, SRAM XO1 group set, Code RS brakes, soil searching tyres, Roval wheels, TCU display, and the colourway is based on red earth following a lush green forest.
I mean, it's a one of a kind, isn't it?
They say the bike is priceless. Make sure, folks, to get your entries in. We'll leave a link in the comments down below. Get your entry in before February the 15th, and the winner will be announced on February the 16th, 2023.
Lucky monkeys.
It's a hell of a bike.
Yeah, really good.
We actually saw one of these bikes when we visited Specialized back in the summer, so got a bit of previous with it.
Nice.
It's a beauty. More news.
Yes.
Rocky Mountain have come out with a new hardtail. It's 100, 120mm travel, 27, 29 wheels in it, aluminium. Rocky Mountain Power Play motor on this. Now, the motor is one of the most powerful motors on the market, Rich. 108 newton meters.
Wow.
It's insane. When it comes to hill climbs,
That's the one.
It is the bike. Honestly, it is the bike to beat.
I would like that very much, Steve.
If you're in the UK and you want to go and try a Rocky Mountain bike, go and see the guys at Zeroed Bikes in Ledbury, and they've got the whole range of altitudes, instincts, and
Do you know what?
the hardtails.
I've never ridden a hardtail e-bike, and I'm intrigued because it feels... I don't know why I would, but I would like to try it.
I think you just said the word there. It feels. You definitely feel it when you ride a hardtail,
I bet you do. That's the problem. I bet you do.
Thing is, think about it. You got a hardtail. And you got an e-bike. You're covering ground even quicker.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think they have a place. Everyone thinks that I hate hardtails. I don't hate hardtails. I just prefer full suspension bikes. Anyway, 720 watt hour battery on that bike.
Yeah. 3,600 to 4,900 euro range. So, there's a few in there to suit a lot of people, I think.
Anyhow, did you see Vinny T out in the snow on his e-bike?
Do you know what?
You did, didn't you?
No. I didn't at all. Tell me all about Vinny T out in the snow, Steve, because I got you there.
Well, I thought you might tell me about Vinny T full stop. He's a free rider, right?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Well, I don't.
Oh, flipping heck. Well, this hasn't gone too well, has it?
Well, I just saw a bloke on an e-bike in the snow. I thought, he's going pretty fast. He must be pretty good.
I haven't seen it. I'll watch it right now.
You must know Johannes Fischbach, changing the subject. Now, Johannes Fischbach is a multi-time German four-cross and downhill champion.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he's gone from Raymond to Gas. I tell you what, Rich, things are kicking off with Gas this year.
They are. They're up in their game, aren't they?
They are up in their game.
They are up in... I'm interested to see, because...
Really exciting times.
Slightly off topic, I really like their motocross bikes.
Do you get that? Do that?
I do really like their motocross bikes.
You're into a bit of motocross?
I am, yeah, mate. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a video coming up over on eMTB soon. I'm going to shamelessly plug of mountain bike versus motocross, which is harder. I'm going to ride both.
I think motocross is probably one of the hardest sports in the world.
100%. If you do a 30-minute plus 2 moto, it's so hard.
Well, I mean, things are easy these days. I mean, back in the day, motos were 45 minutes plus 1 lap.
Yeah, holding on to a 500 or something, too straight.
Yeah, I mean, like a YZ 490 from 20 years ago.
Yeah, man. Makes my 250F seem like a couch, doesn't it?
This is a new section to the EMBN show. We've changed it from where in the world to cool places to ride, because that actually is more, descriptive of where these
does
bikes
look like a
and
cool,
people are.
Yeah.
You were about to say this is a cool place?
Yeah.
Well, I'll let it for you to describe where it is.
Oh, no! You have Mount Rangitui. And Colonial Knob, Parua, New Zealand. You are a numpty. You stitched I right
So I thought you were a well-travelled man.
I am, but I'm not well-spoken.
I don't know.
That wasn't too bad.
I don't know.
It's a pole at Colonial Knob, that, Steve.
Is it a pole or is it a pole?
It is actually a pole,
Okay.
I was being silly, Stephen.
Nice spot. Anyway, next up is the Black Forest in Rappenstein, and Stefan on his Canyon Spectral. This is the kind of terrain I like. A bit of beach and a bit of rock.
Yeah, I like it. I like the green in it.
And this one could be surprising. Now, do you know what?
It's frosty.
I mean, I live in the woods. I love nothing but a bit of adventure. But I think what's great about an e-mountain bike is if you live in a city and there's somewhere like Edinburgh where there's
you can get
hills close by. I think e-mountain bikes are a great tool.
They make it very accessible, don't they?
I think so. And Nicholas has shown a shot here which typifies this pretty well, really. It's in Barnhill, Leicestershire. Only been on a mountain bike for 6 weeks.
Look at that, trying to get fit and lose some weight. So actually that's really good. He's chosen an e-bike because you can get fit and lose weight. Amazing.
I'd done a video with Alan Millway, actually. Check that video out. It was a few weeks ago. And finally...
The Mondi, wow.
Actually, it's not finally. We've got 2 more shots here. Now, these are actually... Now, Darren, you're a very naughty boy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, this is a fantastic part of the world. I mean, we've got the Sugarloaf, we've got the Blorange, and we've got the Black Mountain. Is that Lord Hereford's Knob in the background? It is on the Skirrid.
Yeah.
You're a very naughty boy. Anyway, Derbyshire. I'd like to do more e-bike riding in Derbyshire. Have you done much riding in Derbyshire?
I haven't done much up round up that way at all, actually. It's amazing. Lovely bit of snow on the ground. Up in Derbyshire again. Here we go.
I'd like to know where.
3 months into a new e-bike upgrade. Loving it.
Folks, thanks for sending your cool places to ride shots in. Keep sending them in to Where in the World and the upload, and me and Rich will rattle on about them.
We will, yeah.
Although Rich is more of an alpine kind of guy, isn't he?
No, just wilderness. I like just to be out there. I tell you what, here's a little theme. The more obscure places, the better next week. So upload them down below. It is linked in the description. Yeah, the most obscure one wins. Just us rambling for even longer about it, probably.
There you go. Okay, folks, shop shout out.
No.
Rich is not wearing an EMBN branded garment.
I can't even hide it. So I'll be heading to the shop.
These hats, you've not got the thermal hat.
I've got a GMBN one on again.
The thermal hat is awesome. It's all time.
Well, with my lack of hair now, I could probably do with a thicker hat like that.
A thicker hat? Lack of your hair now?
Get on. Yeah, I'll take that one.
Get the hell out of here.
GMBN one.
I think this is one of my all-time favourite hats.
Yeah, you better watch it.
Head on over. Stoddies, actually.
Is it really? Yeah. God. Head on over to the shop. There are some great deals to be had on there, including Steve's hat, or Doddy's hat.
Yeah, which Martin's trying to steal off me.
And I am.
Yeah.
Steve, you recently did a video riding in Wellingtons, and I love a good welly, me.
You're a man after my own heart, dude.
I love a good welly.
You're a man after my own heart.
But we got some comments from it, and I've not read them, but
What wellies do you like exactly?
I've got some Eagle ones.
Eagle?
Eagle.
Eagle. Eagle.
How do you say it?
Eagle.
Eagle.
Aigl.
Aigl.
As in French, right?
Yeah.
Thing is, I love French wellies too.
Yeah.
However, my history was with Welsh wellies. Actually, it's not Welsh. What am I talking about? Trials wellies, Dunlop Trials wellies. But
did you have the ones with the little frog eyes on the front?
No, not that. Anyhow, guys, some fantastic comments, and most of the EMBN audience seems to be in agreement that wellies in the winter, in the cold, in the wet.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Is a good idea.
I want to make some clipless ones. Should I make some clipless wellies?
That was an interesting video that GCN did on clips versus flats.
Okay.
And there's not actually that much difference between clips versus flats.
But clipless wellies, Steve.
Crack on, Rich.
Anyway,
Kiwi in Wales says 510 Trailcross GTX eMTB shoes Gore-Tex. These are the first high-top waterproof flat pedal cycling shoes I've found to be actually waterproof.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I feel like it's very hard to make any shoe entirely waterproof, but waterproof...
Being the 24-hour alpinist kind of guy you are.
It's true, though. Honestly, like up until a point, like the really good ones out there are waterproof, but there's a point when they just can't handle it.
Yeah. And Louise Deere, hi team, love the wellies over the clipless and have considered the 510 Gore-Tex boots, but was put off by the price and availability.
That is the problem. A lot of waterproof shoes out there are fairly spenny.
So my wellies were a present for my 50th birthday. I went to buy some.
You're not 50, Steve. Get on. You're not. You're over 50.
Look, I don't know what you're after. You're probably after another one of those alpine trips to the Grand Comban, I guess. Stephen Roper, after you.
God, I've been wearing neoprene wellies and over trousers for three cold and wet winters on the Shropshire hills and trails. They're really supple and grippy on flats with pins, and you stay warm, dry, and very comfortable. They're great in the snow too. Agreed.
Yeah, and Chris Edwards, as Steve said, there's nothing better than jumping on your bike to test a freshly dug line in wellies that grip like hell, flat pedals, keep your feet warm, 100% dry and warm. You both hit the trail hit the nail. Sorry,
oh, maybe you are over 50.
Hit the nail on the head, though, when saying it's a fashion thing, which is why riding elsewhere, I put on my Trailcross GTX boots.
So when he's on his own, it's the wellies. When there's people around.
The thing is, those Le Chameaux that I'm wearing, 200 quid.
Like yeah.
200 quid.
Have you got the full zip or the half zip?
There's zips and wellies. What part of the world did you come from? Rich, interesting story here from Paul. I'll read it out to you. Paul's from Aberystwyth. My twin brother Adrian lost his right leg to cancer and had amputation in 2017-2019. He started riding a normal bike that then progressed to an e-mountain bike. One man, one leg, one mission to keep shredding an eMTB.
I like it. That's inspirational stuff, isn't it?
This is fully inspirational. I mean, it shows action as well. It's
Yeah, look, he never gives up. He's been to Dovey Bike Park in Bike Park, Wales and stuff. Oh, look. I've met the chap.
We're both Blake, Neil and Richard last year.
Yeah, he's coming back to me now.
There you go.
Heck. I do remember.
Paul, thanks so much for sending this story in. It's truly inspirational.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And I mean, go steady. Go steady. I mean, there seems to be number plates on every bike in these images.
Yeah, he's not shy, is he? Good on him. Do you know what? I think stuff like that is actually truly inspirational, where it does, he's out there regardless.
Exactly.
That's incredible. Good work.
Keep on the challenges.
Right then, everybody, it is now Bike Vault time. You guys have sent in some absolute bangers. Steve, this one slipped through that as a human in the Bike Vault. What's going on here?
What's the problem with that?
Well, this is a Bike Vault. You can't have a human in a Bike Vault, can you? You guys are pretty loose over here on EMBN.
Well, how about this then?
Go on.
Not having a super nice or nice in the Bike Vault. How about if they're all nice bikes?
What if they're all super nice?
What about that then?
Yeah, they're all super nice. Does that mean have we ended this segment already?
No, we'll just show what we think of the super nice bikes this week.
Okay. Does this make him a super nice human?
It's because, part of the reason as well is we normally do a whistle on the show, but I can't whistle today because I need a coffee. So we'll just, for 1 week only, all bikes are super nice.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, this first one's from Lee on his Giant Rain 2022 E+O.
Next up, Paul's Cannondale Montero Nero 3 Campfire in Aberystwyth. Great. And then Brian's. That reminds me, Rich.
Yeah.
Rich actually very kindly lent me his Ice Spiker tyres.
Did.
Which I haven't brought back yet.
You can keep. I mean, they're used few and far between. So
this is in Kelowna, British Columbia.
Wow. That's stunning.
It does, and I really like those Scots a lot.
Yeah,
I do like them a lot.
27.5, I like it. Right, next up is Nick's Specialised Levo S-Works 22 in Essex. That's a pretty cool picture, isn't it?
It's a cool picture. There's actually another picture which is not a video. So Nick has sent in a video and an on.
Should we watch the video, mate? Watch this.
Well, I'm wondering where the water's getting quite close to the motor there. Long silence. What about this Santa Cruz Heckler Canic Chase? Loving the pink front hub, Rich.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Is it matched into the stem as well? That's from Dan, that one.
Do you know what? I do like a good Chris King hug.
Yeah.
A Chris King hug.
Do you want a Chris King hug?
I thought I don't want is a blinking zippered wellies.
Shut up.
This next shot from Alan, KTM Machine.
Do you know what? I like these KTMs. I think they're cool looking bikes, actually.
Yeah.
I do quite like. I like the paint job on them too.
I like the background.
In Dudley.
Dudley.
That's how you say it, isn't it?
You can't say that.
Why not?
Because you can't.
What do I say?
I tell you what, Rich has just come back from Strathpuffer. And I wrote him a script which he didn't use. Pal, you didn't use my script, pal.
You can't say that. Oh, we're descending. You can tell it's getting towards the end of the show. Anarchy's coming.
Anyway, Andrew's in Caerphilly.
Should I do a Welsh accent? No, I'm not doing a Welsh accent, no.
I tell you what though, if there's going to be one favourite shot out of all the super nice bikes, I think it would be Alex's Nuke-Proof Megawatt
popping, isn't it?
in Rogate.
I like that. It's the colours. The colours are what make these Megawatts look sick.
It just makes, the bike says just like...
Very nonchalantly
it's
like,
come on.
Hey, check me out.
You know what I mean?
I'm a badass bike.
I didn't think that a bike could have attitude in a shot, but I think this one does.
Well, Nuke-Proof, it's an attitude. That's the tagline, isn't it?
Really?
I think so.
I genuinely didn't know that.
Pretty sure. Nuke-Proof, it's an attitude. And that's got attitude.
You've got attitude, and that is the end of this week's eMBN show, joined by our resident alpinist, Richard Payne. He's not only an alpinist, he's a 24-hour rider. I mean, he so loves 24-hour rides. He's being dragged over to Arizona soon.
I am, bud. Yeah, glutton for punishment.
But Rich, you will see Rich on eMBN channel for the next few months, where he's doing some...
I've got some cool things lined up, haven't we?
You have.
We've got some fun things, some destruction going on. I'll leave it there.
Leave it there. Folks, leave your comments down below, and also don't forget to enter in for that soil searching lever.
Oh, yeah. Right. Cheers, everyone. See you later.
Bye-bye.